This is Starry Ari's ASMR. I am Ari, and today we are set up in my kitchen again because it is that time of the month when I need to write out a new monthly meal calendar. So you can see that this was our December meal calendar. So I need to erase this and fill out our calendar for January. So because we're in my kitchen, I have the usual disclaimers that you might hear some extra background noise. You can sometimes hear our neighbors a little bit clearer down here, as well as my dog. She is sadly in a cone to let a spot heal. So sometimes when she gets up, it's a little chaotic. But she's napping right now, and I think she'll probably just nap through. So I'm going to start by just erasing this. And I have my paper towel here because I find that easier than using the tiny little eraser on the marker. I forgot to mention I have my New Year's party nails still, so those are really fun. I think that they are so sparkly, and you have to have fun every once in a while, right? They're not my usual style, but I think for New Year's I thought they were great. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start erasing. I feel kind of sad. This is our cute little Christmas tree. You can't really see it, but we drew little ornaments and lights and stuff on it. So it's very cute, but it's time to go. We did end up changing around a few days through the month and removing a few meals because we ended up being invited to holiday parties and things like that. So we ended up not needing to make meals on those nights. It was very satisfying coming home from our vacation and being able to cross out all of those days. Accidentally touching these tabs. Okay. Looks pretty good to me now. I'm going to set this off to the side. So now I'm going to fill in the month with all of the days. So that's for January. And I left some space for whatever little drawings we want to do. And then January starts on a Wednesday. I'm actually filming this on Wednesday. I think you might not see it until Friday. I'll see how quickly I can edit it. just like to put these little numbers up in the corner here. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. Oh, my 3 looks a little funky. I'm going to rewrite that. There we go. And then just to finish out this week, I'm just going to put the first, just so that it kind of looks nice. Okay, so I've got the month filled in now, and my husband and I already kind of talked and brainstormed some meals that we want to add to the calendar this month. So I'm going to fill in, because I had already filled in some of the meals for this remaining week when I was doing the December calendar. So I'm going to fill in what we have planned already. So for the first, we have DIY pizzas. And then the second, chicken wraps. And then Friday, I mention it in my other calendar videos, but just in case you haven't seen those, which I am thinking maybe I'll create a playlist for these, and if I do that, I'll add the little link here if you want to catch up on the other ones. But we do what we call Fend for Yourself days, and those are days where you fend for yourself. So we can either have leftovers or make a sandwich, or something just really easy. I usually like to schedule in Fend for Yourself days when I know that we're gonna have leftovers, because as I have said in my other videos, this is just my husband and I, so it's pretty easy for us to make sure that we do have, like, we cook enough so that we do have leftovers for the other days. Okay, so Friday was Fend for Yourself. The 4th, we're gonna do chicken, sausage, and gnocchi. And that one is in one of our books. I think it was page 55. But I'm gonna just double check, because I do like to write the page number just so that it's easier for me. Yes, page 55, the spinach and gnocchi chicken sausage pod. So I'm gonna write page 55. Okay, and then we do usually have leftovers from that, so I am going to put Fend for Yourself on the 5th. And then the 6th, I think we had barbecue chicken on our December meal calendar, and that was one of the meals that kind of got erased because we had something else. So I think I'm going to put barbecue chicken again. And then maybe we'll actually get to it this month. If you've watched my other videos, my other meal calendar videos, I think you're going to start to see some really common meals pop up. We usually try to do at least a few different ones each month, but usually we kind of cycle through similar ones every few months. Okay, and then something my husband and I talked about we really want to do some tacos. And we have these recipe cards. And I think there were some pork carnitas tacos, yes. So we really like this recipe, especially because we do the pickled red onions, and it's really delicious. So I'm gonna do pork carnitas tacos on the 7th. And then I'm going to write HF for HelloFresh so that I know that this recipe is on one of our HelloFresh recipe cards. And then we do end up having leftovers from that. And I think I just kind of want something a little more simple this day. My dog is snoring. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but at least she's having a good nap. So I think we haven't done it in a little while, but I really have been craving egg salad sandwiches, which is kind of a funny thing to have as an adult. I don't know why it feels kind of funny to plan it, but I love egg salad. So we're going to do egg salad sandwiches. And usually for things like this, or, you know, our barbecue chicken, we always have like extra frozen veggies or salad mix that we can have with the meal to like make sure that we're getting some veggies in. Okay. And then after this, so on the 10th, I don't think that we've done one of our kind of favorite Instant Pot meals, which is jambalaya. I haven't done this one. We might have done this one in November actually, but we didn't do it in December and we really like it. So I'm gonna find that in here. It is one of our little tabs. This is the Forgotten Jambalaya. And we really like this one. It's really tasty, super easy to do as well. So that is on page 132. So I'm going to write down here, page 132. Okay. I love jambalaya. I love shrimp in general, so I'm very excited about that. And then we'll do fend for yourself. We usually have lots of leftovers from jambalaya, and usually the only thing we need to do is just cook up more like white rice because we serve it over rice. So that's really simple. So we'll do fend for yourself on the 11th. And then another meal that we might have made back in November, but we didn't make in December, is teriyaki chicken. I really like the recipe that we have for our teriyaki chicken. It's really tasty, and it's another one of those that we serve with white rice. And so if we have any white rice left over from our jambalaya, we can really easily use it here. Or, you know, we can always just cook up more rice, so that's fine. And then we do usually have at least one night of leftovers from teriyaki chicken. And I think I just want to do a few simple meals during the week. We usually like to try and do kind of our more like intensive. None of our meals are like really all that intensive, but the meals that maybe take more prep, usually like to do those on the weekends so that during the week it's not as hectic. So on the 14th, I think I want to do BLTs. Oh, I forgot. We are actually going to be gone for this weekend. So I'm going to draw that in here. I'm just going to write gone. And then I might actually erase this and just do it. So we're coming back from a trip on the 20th. So even though we're going to be gone for part of the 20th, I do think I want to plan something simple for that day. So I think with BLTs, luckily BLTs kind of go hand in hand with one of our other regulars, which is baked potatoes, because any extra bacon that we have from our BLTs or avocado, we can throw onto our baked potatoes. And then because we're going to be gone for this weekend, I think I want to do a fend for yourself night here, so that if we do have any leftovers, we can make sure that we kind of eat them up before we leave. Okay, so then we're going to be gone for that weekend. And on the 20th, so when we're coming back, I want to do something really simple. And I think let's just do grilled cheese. So we do grilled cheese and tomato soup and like side salads. My husband leaves out the cheese, so he basically just does toast. So we'll do grilled cheese because that's just really, really simple to throw together. And then let's see. I think we're gonna try a new recipe that we found for popcorn shrimp in the air fryer. And I think that will be a good, fun one to do. And the recipe seems relatively simple, so I don't think, we're not going to be like too tired from our trip or anything to do that the next day. And then I'm thinking, it doesn't seem like we're going to have tons of leftovers from this, so maybe I will plan another meal here. And let's maybe do, we have a rigatoni dish. With sausage, I think, and peas. I think that's what it's called in the recipe. But this is another one of our Instant Pot recipes. So let me grab this and try and find, here we go. The easy rigatoni with sausage and peas. This one is another just really super simple, kind of throw it in the Instant Pot type of meal. And this is page 98. Okay. And then we definitely have leftovers from that, so I'm going to do fend for yourself here. And then Friday, I think I want to try and do one of our kind of favorite meals that comes from my family. And we call it pasta vinaigrette. an actual meal name or if my family put it together. Oh my gosh, people are gonna watch this and be like, you're being really dumb. Of course, that's a thing. I don't know, but the way that we do it is we do rainbow rotini with a ton of vegetables. So we do radish and celery and onion, carrots. I feel like I'm missing bell peppers and just really yummy veggies like that. And then we add Polish sausage. And then we get like zesty Italian dressing and mix it all together. And it's really delicious. Takes a lot of prep though, but usually we are off on Fridays, so it should be a good meal for Friday. And then on the 25th, I'm going to do fend for yourself because we always make way too much of this. So we will definitely have at least leftovers for dinner and probably like lunch on Sunday if I still want it. Usually when we do pasta vinaigrette, I love it so much that I probably have it like, lunch and dinner in the next 2 days. So we'll do fend for yourself on the 25th. And then I'm thinking on the 26th, we want to do the chicken pot pie soup again that we tried in December. And we found a dairy-free chicken pot pie recipe and really, really loved it. So we want to do that again. And then I saved the recipe on Pinterest. So I'm just writing Pinterest down here so that future Ari or my husband Sam knows like where it came from. So we're gonna do that soup again. It was really tasty, and we did biscuits like on the side to replace like the typical crust that you would have on a chicken pot pie. It was really, really delicious. So then I'm gonna do fend for yourself on the 27th. Then here on the 28th, I think that I want to do our simpler meals we call pesto pasta, and it's basically pasta with pesto and mushrooms and spinach and sometimes sausage or chicken if we want, but most of the time we leave the meat out for that one just so that it's really simple to like throw together. And then we do usually have leftovers from that. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna do another fend for yourself on the 30th because these are a few meals where we do tend to have leftovers right in a row. So I'm just gonna add an extra one in here. If we end up not having leftovers, we'll probably do like we always have, like frozen tilapia and veggies or something up in the freezer that we can just throw in the air fryer. So we'll figure it out if we end up needing to make something. But right now I'm not going to schedule us anything. And then to finish out the month, we have a meal that I think I scheduled in December, but it was removed because we were invited to a party, and that is steak and stuffed mushrooms. We love steak and stuffed mushrooms. We usually make them together. I kind of wrote that kind of sloppy. That's okay. But we usually try and just get whatever the cheapest cut of steak is at the store. We're not picky at all. And then we get brown mushrooms, like brown, like full-size mushrooms, and we de-stem them, and then we mix up cream cheese and imitation crab and lots of yummy like Italian herbs and seasonings, and mix all that together, roll them into little balls, and stuff the mushrooms. I love stuffed mushrooms, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna try. I feel like though a few times over the last few months we keep putting this on the calendar and then it keeps getting removed, and I'm like, I really want stuffed mushrooms this month. So let's do that on Friday, and then we'll do a fend for yourself on that Saturday, which is the 1st of February. Okay, so I'm just gonna look through, see if I've kind of forgotten anything. All looks pretty good to me. We do have some really yummy meals coming up that I'm very excited about. So I think that this should be a really good month. And then I'm not too sure what drawing we'll do up at the top here. Maybe a little like snowman and some snowflakes or something for January. We'll see. You'll probably end up seeing it in my February meal video. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you've enjoyed hanging out with me as I kind of do some meal planning and thinking through our upcoming month. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful new year.